An empty seat.
My hope is that if he's in town, that he's with us on Monday night.
Disappointed residents.
It is like the community don't count.
And a spotty attendance record. Our analysis found Mayor Justin Bibb has not attended more than 24 city council meetings since taking office. News 5 investigator Sarah Buttison reviewed the records. And Sarah, this started with a tip to look into the attendance.
That's right, Katie. I got an internal email about Mayor Bibb's attendance at council meetings, so I decided to find out just how often Justin Bibb shows up.
Good evening, Council President.
Fauzi Badur wanted to talk to Cleveland's mayor, so he went to the city council meeting. But the mayor wasn't there.
He's not here, but I'll speak anyhow.
What did you think?
I thought it's not right.
So how often does it happen? We reviewed the records from every meeting since he took office. We found Justin Bibb's attendance rate is 77%.
And that's unacceptable to me. That's unacceptable.
Take a look. The mayor missed 27 out of 117 council meetings. Frank Jackson attended more. During a similar time period, the former mayor missed only 17.
But I think that there is an expectation when people come that they're excited to be able to engage directly with him.
We looked into Mayor Bibb's attendance after we obtained an email sent from Charlie Slife to his fellow council members. The Ward 17 councilman wrote that the mayor's casual attendance at their meetings has been a source of frustration for years.
And yes, it has been frustrating to me at times that people and members of the administration and even maybe the mayor haven't been availing themselves of what I think is a great opportunity to engage with the people whom we serve.
Slife strongly supported adding 30 minutes of public comment to their Monday night meetings, which started 4 years ago.
It's a uncurated opportunity for the public to come and express their opinions, their frustrations, their whatever it is.
So why has Mayor Bibb missed so many meetings? We asked for an interview, but he refused to talk. Council President Blaine Griffin provided one possible explanation for Mayor Bibb's absences. Remember Slife's email about Bibb's attendance? In his reply, Griffin wrote one of Bibb's senior staff members said, "The mayor doesn't give a F about council."
If there's a sense out in the wider community that there's a rift between city council and Mayor Bibb, I hope that that's not a glaring example of that being true.
The mayor's staffer, Ryan Puente, says his comment was made during a moment of frustration and doesn't reflect his respect for city council. There's another reason Bibb may be missing council meetings. Is he out of town too often?
Some would say yes.
We know during his first year in office, Bibb took 14 different out-of-state trips. Places like New York City, Austin, Texas, Miami, Florida, Chicago, Washington, D.C., and Reno, Nevada. He was in New York again this September for Climate Week,
and so I'll work with anybody,
where he spoke at this Forbes magazine summit.
Yeah, we see him in front of the cameras. We see him going out of town, all these other climate things and whatever. But we don't see him in the neighborhood.
Terry McNeil founded Fix Our Streets 216 over his frustration with Cleveland's road conditions.
He doesn't want to have dialogue. We need dialogue with the mayor. It's not a one-sided thing.
Over a month ago, we asked about all of Bibb's trips this year. The city hasn't given us any records. Bibb did show up for council's October 6th meeting, but during public comment, one speaker called out the mayor because Bibb's attention was elsewhere.
I just want to really quick before I go and read my address. For someone who's an adult and a mayor of Cleveland, you maybe shouldn't be laughing when people speak. It's kind of rude and it should be commented.
Sarah, let's go back to the reason the mayor refused to speak with you. It's in email right here. We see it. Bibb's chief communications officer, Sarah Johnson, writing that they wanted to focus on building a stronger, more trusted partnership before they will let you interview the mayor.
That's right, Katie. That was the response that we received. Reporters, though, as we know, are supposed to be government watchdogs, not partners. So we asked First Amendment expert Andrew Geronimo what he thought.
I think it's offensive to the idea of a fiercely independent press.
the idea that you would be a trusted partner, some would see as increasingly authoritarian, and to try and make you or other journalists sort of a propaganda arm of the government is problematic to me.
I do want to point out the mayor isn't required to attend council meetings or to talk to me, but Geronimo says both increase government transparency, something that Mayor Bibb promised to do during his campaign.
And we want to have good relationships with the cities we serve. That's what we want to do as reporters, right? Act as that voice of the people, take the concerns to the city and get those answers. And you being transparent in your reporting tonight as well with how we do that process gathering.
Thanks,
Sarah,
Katie.
Thanks so much.